Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how to make Belizean powder buns, or how we say it in Belize, powder bun. Before I get started on the recipe, I'm going to use some margarine and grease my baking sheet and set it aside. By the way, I'm going to have the exact measurements in the description box for you. One of the main things that makes this recipe so good is using coconut. Growing up, my mom would always use a fresh coconut off the tree and grate it, but I can't get any where I live, so I'm just using store-bought coconut flakes. And the reason I'm putting it in my food processor is because I want the pieces to be smaller. I want it to look fine as if I grated myself. It's kinda like you can taste it in your powder bun, but you don't really see it. Next, I'm going to get my wet ingredients ready and set it aside. So in my little bowl here, I have some evaporated milk, and to that I'm going to add one egg and some vanilla, and then I'm going to beat that and set it aside. Okay, so let's get started for real now. So here I have my big kneading bowl that I brought back from Belize many years ago. To that I added some white all-purpose flour, some brown sugar, the coconut that I run through the food processor, I'm adding some cinnamon, nutmeg, baking powder, and some salt. I'm just gonna mix that around, and then I'm going to add the other ingredients. Now I'm going to add some margarine, and I'm going to take my fingers and rub it through the margarine and flour until it's crumbly. I know every family has their own way of doing things. I've seen some people put raisins in their powder buns, but that wasn't something my mom did. So I'm just curious, let me know below, do you put raisins or coconut in yours? Anyway, after I got everything nice and crumbly, I'm adding the wet mixture to it, and I'm going to mix this until everything sticks together. After working with your flour for a couple minutes, it will still look dry, like it's never going to stick together. But don't worry about that, it will stick together eventually. You're gonna be tempted to add more milk to it, but don't do that, otherwise it will end up being sticky in the end. You don't want to knead this, your goal is just to get everything to stick together. Now I'm just going to pinch off piece by piece, and I'm just trying to get 10 equal pieces. By the way, these don't have to be round and perfect. They just have to be equal sizes. So all you have to do now is put them on your baking sheet and press them out with your fingers. You don't want to press it out too thin or too thick. It's like somewhere in between. And they don't have to be round and perfect either. Bake this at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. These came out so good. Oh my gosh, just the way I remember my mom making them. Crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Well, I hope you give this recipe a try. It's so good. It brings back so many good memories. And it's especially good when you dip it in your coffee or tea. That's what I like to do. But I hope you give it a try. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not yet subscribed, please don't forget to do that. And I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.